Hunter. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Nicole. I'm the social media coordinator for the All American High School Film Festival, and I'm super excited to learn all about your film today. Congrats on being one of our 2025 official selections.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, really quickly, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, tell me where you're from, what high school you went to, and what got you into filmmaking?
So I go to Uxbridge High School, which is in like central Mass. It's like 20 minutes away from Worcester, in Massachusetts. I'm going into my senior year of high school. And what else was there to the question?
What got you into filmmaking?
Oh, uh, I think it's the same story for a lot of people, but I watched a small indie movie. It's really low key. It's called Whiplash. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, after I watched that movie, I thought, wow, I wanted to recreate what I felt with that movie because it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before.
Yeah, Whiplash had me stressed. I was sitting there and I was like, please leave this poor kid alone. Is
Mm.
he, what is it, was dragging in something else?
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
Were you rushing or were you dragging? And that
Yeah.
it had me really stressed. And I was like, damn, like this feels like torture. So for this next part, this is gonna be a little bit of like an activity. I'm gonna have you do an elevator pitch for me. And so
Okay.
in 60 seconds, and I'm gonna time you, in 60 seconds, I need you to tell me the genre, the main theme, and the hook of your film.
Ooh. Okay.
If you need a second, it's
Genre,
okay.
main genre, hook, and main theme. All right. I'll
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Like, how would you tell me this film in like an elevator? Elevator
Okay.
pitch esque. Okay.
Mm.
Three, two, one, go.
So the genre is a narrative experimental. I put it in the experimental category because it's not a traditional way of telling a story per se. Like it's not like how people normally would with like scene after scene after scene. And yeah, um, hook. I guess the main hook of the film is the visuals as well as the um, I guess lesson that you can learn from it. Uh, Genre, theme. Oh wait, I didn't do theme. The theme, or like what I want people to take away from it, is that you don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Art happens when you challenge yourself, and if you don't challenge yourself, you won't grow. That's why I guess Tom Oliver always says never stop creating, because if you never stop creating, then you'll always be growing as a artist, whether that's in filmmaking, screenwriting, or anything like that. That's what I want people to take away from it.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, you went a little over the timer, but that's okay because I loved it.
Okay.
And you also forgot what I said, which probably should have just said it easier. But what was the biggest challenge you faced while making this film?
Oh, the challenge. Biggest challenge I faced with this film was doing it by myself because it was June, and it's like I I was working on another film, but I was unsure if I would be able to finish that film, so I started another one. And that was a bit risky, but I did get it done in time. But I was doing everything by myself, from budgeting to script writing to editing to, well, acting in it myself. And that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done artistically.
Wow. So like what like I mean other than Whiplash, like what like what inspired this film specifically?
Honestly, um, the YouTube filmmakers online, from like Gox to I forget her last name, but her first name is Natalie. Um, but yeah, like the indie YouTubers I see, the indie filmmakers I see on YouTube. is what inspired me to make this because I've seen what they can do. I've seen like Hee Chan Lim and Santiago, Sean Tracy, all those filmmakers. I've seen like what they've done before, and like most of the time it's like by themselves or like with a really small crew. So I was like, if they can do something of this level in this quality by myself, why shouldn't I give it a shot?
Fire. That's a great like mindset to have to it. So, do you have any like specific influences like outside of YouTube, like a film director or like a real life experience that like garnered this film?
What's funny and ironic about the film is that what you see on screen is basically what I was going through while making the film. Um, but I mean, were I wouldn't say influences, but there was inspiration from people like Damien Chazelle and as I mentioned before, Gox, and uh, those like inspired the main visuals. But the story wise, I would say I think it was just inspired from my own life experience.
That's cool. So, since you did this like basically all by yourself, what was like behind the scenes like? Like give me like a behind the scenes little memory.
I actually have a picture of what it looked like behind the scenes. But a memory I had was when I was sitting down and editing it, and I looked around my room. I was like, "Holy crap, this is a mess." After I can actually pull up a photo if I have time later.
Yeah,
But
you could show it right now. Like I feel
okay,
like that's such a funny part to include.
let
If you
me
can find
find
it,
it.
yeah. Because I can just imagine, like, that sounds crazy.
Oh, I went to last year by accident. Oh,
Oh my god.
and then I captioned it with, "This is what making a short film by yourself in your bedroom looks like."
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah,
So, when people go to watch your film, what message or like feeling do you want them to like walk away with?
I want them to feel. I want them to feel like they can do this too, because I've always like doubted my ability in like a lot of things, um, and I never really believed I could be a filmmaker to the level that I produced until I saw these other filmmakers on YouTube who inspired me to do that. I want people to feel like this, my film is manageable. Like you can do this. I know it. I know it might look hard because it was hard, like any art form, but you can if you put enough passion. If you put enough passion and enough hard work and discipline into it, you can most certainly do it too. Like Quentin Tarantino once said, and I know this is gonna sound probably corny or cringy or something, but he said that if you truly love movies, you love it with all your heart, with a passion, then you can't help but make a great movie. And I wholly believe in that.
Oh, that's so great. So, for my last question, and it's the most important one, why should people come see your film at our festival?
Hmm. There's so many great films. I don't know why mine specifically. If you want to see what a student film looks like, making it by yourself without a big budget, without a crowdfunding campaign or a crew or even a cast, and it's just by yourself, watch my film. Because then you'll see that something like this is possible without a big huge budget. Because I was like I was like scraping pennies for this thing. But
Well, that's awesome.
yeah,
Well, thank you so much for your time talking to me today. We're super excited to feature your work at our festival. And for those attending the fest, you can see The Absolute Maximum on Saturday, October 18th during screening number 45 at the AMC Empire 25 Theaters in Times Square, New York City. See you in October.